Party marching on to victory. Labour Party marching, Labour Party marching on to victory. Labour Party marching alright, marching on to victory. Labour Party marching, Labour Party marching on to victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory. Come now, be on the neighbor, oh yes, we voting for Labour. Alright, be on the neighbor, bring them, we voting for Labour. Carry them, be on the neighbor, oh yes, we voting for Labour. Oh yes, be on the neighbor, voting, we voting for Labour. Alright, jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory. That will be a victory. We are gonna make that change. Yes, we will now. Make a chance to turn the life around. We are gonna make that change. Tell them again, there got to be a better way. Oh yes, we are gonna make that change. Jamaica need a chance to turn the life around. We are gonna make that change. Come on, be on the neighbor. Alright, voting for Labour. Oh yes, be on the neighbor. Voting for Labour. Oh yeah, be on the neighbor. Voting for Labour. Alright, be on the neighbor. Oh yes, voting for Labour. We don't hear you. Jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory. Jump and shout, tell it all about, we shall have the victory.
Good morning, Liberates, and good morning to all of the comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Laborite alive, and now the voice of the Westmoreland people. Good morning, my people, and good morning to the P6 crew, and good morning to the P6 nation. Good morning, Jamaica. Now, so there is a little happenings going on down there in the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation, my people. So I got a bit of tea to spill this morning while I do my running commentary. Now, I want to know the drill, my people. There's 33 of us now, 37 even. See if you can get me to at least 30 thumbs up. And for anybody that don't know how to do the thumbs ups, hit the 3 dot in the right hand corner of your screen and hit the thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not yet a subscriber. Now, I want you to tell me if you don't hear me, mic check, and tell me if you don't see me properly. You see me I say? Video check. See? Because a lot of times I'm seeing myself in HD right now, and as soon as the live is it is blurry. I don't know why that is happening. It must be an internet issue. See? So you tell me if you not hear me and tell me if you not see me. Alright. Wild Style Politics say she has see me. Now let's get to the shout outs. And remember guys, if you want a shout out, you have to comment in the comment section. So Soya Nolan, big up yourself, Soya. Wild Style Politics, good morning, big up yourself. Good morning to my beautiful wife. Good morning, baby. Patricia Dan, big up yourself. Charmaine, big up yourself. Beverly Clark, big up yourself. Devon Rumble, big up yourself. And Christopher Donald, big up yourself. Kimberly Holmes, big up yourself. Elaine, Allen Bradley, big up yourself. Fitzroy, big up yourself. Charmaine, I don't know if I call her, big up yourself. Michael Ruffington, big up yourself. PB, big up yourself. Juliet Clark, big up yourself. See? Anybody that haven't heard their name is because you never comment in the comment section. Now, on the right hand side of the screen, so right here, to my right, see? This brother is, I believe, I don't want to misquote nothing. So I was going live this morning to talk about Paul Patmore and the goat them that Paul Patmore I give away. But I got some information as it relates to my municipal corporation. So I had to detour. So I will be on TikTok after this talking about Paul the goat man Patmore. See? So here on screen we got Mr. Grant, my people, here. And we have Jan Chang, who is the counselor for the Savlamar South Division. In the middle, we got none other than the most worklessest mayor on planet Earth, Mayor Danry Delancey. No disrespect to him. This is about my people. See? So, while I might say some things that sound personal, it is not personal for me. I have no issue personally with these people. What I want from them is for them to look after my township. See? Now, yesterday, it rained yesterday in the town of Savlamar, and the town completely flooded. Persons had to be. I'm not going to see video them on TikTok, so stay tuned. See? Now, Mr. Grant is giving Councillor Chang a fight, and I believe he's the officer, he's the public work officer, and he's giving, I believe he's a part of Councillor Chang's, he's a part of Councillor Chang's team, or should be a part of her team, and I was sent in something that he is resigning, and he has made some scathing allegations. I also am privy to a barrage of voice notes, but I'll be holding on to those for now. But I will give you a summary of what Mr. Grant has said in his resignation. Patrick Brown, big up yourself. See? And Amai, big up yourself, Amai. Good morning. So Mr. Grant had said, sent in, I don't know by way of what, but I don't know what medium he used, but I will read. And I quote, "Good day, my comrades. In light of things that is happening in the South Division, I am resigning from the South South team. The South South team is Julian Chang's team. See? And Dwayne Vaz, Danry Delancey, and Deputy Mayor Dan, all of these persons, have been conspiring against Julian Chang, to remove her because she dare challenge them, as it relates to, I am not here to defend Julian Chang. So, correction, my people. When I hear me, tell me if you not hear me. Tell me if you not hear me. Okay, so this statement that I'm reading is not from Grant. I was just told. See? So I wish to set the record straight, my people. So this is from the contractor, that is responsible for, public. He's a public officer, Mr. Grant, but this is the contractor. This is a contractor, that works with Mr. Grant, who is resigning because of the happenings that is going on as it relates to, the infighting and the fighting against Julian Chang. Sorry. See? So let me just get that straight. Hold on. So this contractor is resigning, because, like I said, Dwayne Vaz Mayor Delancey, Deputy Mayor Dandan, and the powers that be, they're all conspiring, trying to fight out Julian Chang to replace him, to replace her with Mr. Grant. Apologies, my people. Big up yourself, Father Dark Knight. See? Diane Brown, big up yourself. And Beverly Clark, big up yourself. Juliet Clark, big up yourself as well. Good morning. See? So they want to remove Julian Chang and replace her with this guy here. See? As it relates to the Savlamar South Division. So they're trying to strong arm Julian Chang. They're trying to push her out. And for her to resign to give him the seat. Give him the division. See? So I am not an apologist for Julian Chang. I am a Labourite. However, as it relates to my people, when it comes on to my people, I take no sides. See? I take no sides when it relates to the work that should help my people. So if Bruce did still down there and Bruce never are doing work, although I am a Labourite, I would have called out Bruce. So we just set that straight. Comrades, in light of things that is happening in the South Division, I am resigning from the South South team. I believe we don't have a good mayor. Let me read that again. And I've been saying this for the umpteenth time. I believe we don't have a good mayor. This is a comrade saying this, my people. Now there's 64 of us so far, 67 now. See if you can get me to at least 50 thumbs up. See? So hit the three dots in the right hand corner of the screen. Hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to subscribe. See? I believe we don't have a good mayor, and I believe he must resign or give it to someone else who can do the work. And I've said this. I've called on Mayor Delancey to step aside before. See? Because Mayor Delancey is lacking as it relates to mayor. Some people them want to have the position because it gives them name, and it gives them, that oomph or whatever you call it in society. So they want to hold on to it. But instead of holding on to something that you can't manage, hand it over to somebody else that can manage it. Now, this goes on to say, I told him the truth. Now he is vexed. I don't care. He is the worst mayor in the history of Westmoreland. I've said this. I've said that, he and Bertel Muir is neck and neck, as it relates to bad mayorship. See? And Bertel Muir have spent a lot more years than Mayor Delancey. And if Mayor Delancey is not even in post 2 years yet, and Mayor Delancey is now looked at as the worst mayor in the history of Westmoreland. Something need to give. And the PNP that is there must come together. If you guys believe that you can do good for the people of Savlamar, you guys must come together. See? Put forward a vote of no confidence in the mayor. Get rid of him. If you don't want to get done, I try. You give him a try, we'll see what go on. And if him not operate either, because he's next in line. And I know he have his tentacles in the party. So if he's next in line and he goes and you can't get no result, same motion of no confidence. I continue. I told him the truth, and now he's vexed. I don't care. He is the worst mayor in the history of Westmoreland. And I will not apologize for that. I am also sorry I took part in the election. I felt like I let down my people. Now this sounds like a patriot to me. It's so sad to see comrades becoming Labourites. And I told you, this is why Mark Golding is now 22% behind in the polls in Westmoreland. Mark Golding will not carry the swing for the Westmoreland people. You know, that will be going back firmly in the column of green. See? Now, this says, Councillor Chang, I don't know how you spell team, but I know there is no I in team. So here he's addressing Councillor Chang. You know, I want to apologize to Scatter. And Scatter is my blood cousin, who is a die-hearted comrade. You know, a die-hearted PNP. See? However, we're on both sides of the divide. You know, and I, you know, for many, many moons, I saw Scatter working, you know, doing what he could for the people down there in Savlamar. See? Now, I wouldn't have voted for Scatter, although me and my cousin, because I'm a Labour, right? See? But it is what it is. Anyway, we continue. The people of Sav Division, I now believe you would be... Hold on, let me read this over. I want to apologize to Scatter on behalf of the people of Sav Division. I now believe you would be a great councillor. Our people would need someone like you to defend our people in time like this. Wish you all the best going forward. You know. And Mr. Grant, I was told, is giving Councillor Chang a fight. He is a public officer and is now submitting and is not submitting her work programs on time. He wants to replace her next time around as the PNP councillor, public officer. Our public officer, you know, big in politics. So he wants to replace Julian Chang. And, you know, I don't understand why would they fight someone like Julian Chang, because when time you look on the voter turnout, when you look at the numbers down there in Savlamar, it is clear that Julian Chang is the most popular PNP. So why would you fight somebody like that? Shouldn't you want somebody like that on side? I am calling on Councillor Chang to switch sides and take the people with her. Why allow them to fight you? Because eventually they will succeed, you know. Because there's too much of them against you one. Councillor Chang. So why not switch sides and take your people with you to the other side and continue on the other side? At the end of the day, Councillor Chang, this is about working for the people. See? This is about taking care of the people, Councillor Chang. And these people who are there, who are more powerful than you, who have the ear of the leader, they will eventually fight you out. They will eventually succeed, Councillor Chang. I know you probably haven't calculated that far yet, but eventually they will. It is politics. Politics is a blood sport. And you have to be strong. And we have to put Jamaica first. Councillor Chang, we have to put the people of Westmoreland first. Shanky said DUJON a long time he has said this to her. Time to leave her. Well, we have to continue, you know, to try to get the gains. Not only for our party, but for our people. You know, I'll be putting out a few videos today. I want you guys to see the condition of Savlamar. There's no drains. You know, when rain fall, the roads are flooded in Savlamar. I'm not only calling on Councillor Chang, I'm calling on others as well to join forces with the Jamaica Labour Party. Get rid of them. And when you get rid of Rise United, you can go back over your party and rebuild it. sometimes we have a team up to fight a certain kind of evil, my people. A comrade is telling us, you know, that Julian, not Julian, that Mayor Delancey is the worst mayor that they have ever seen. They are fighting for position and they should be a team. Now tell me how a team is going to be victorious if there is infighting. Everybody a fight for leadership, everybody a jockey for power, everybody nah do what they're supposed to do. Councillor Chang can't get to do the work in a fair division because of the infighting. You know, Deputy Mayor Dan hardly do nothing because he's comfortable. So he got complacent. Mayor Delancey is also comfortable, so he's complacent as well. I can tell you that Ian Miles and Garfield James, the best thing that they have ever done was cross the floor. And they're reaping the benefits for it now. They're in a better position than they were in the PNP because the PNP don't believe in promoting youngsters and they don't believe in promoting females. Wanna hear me? I tell you, the PNP is, I don't know if they don't like woman or what. See? But I gotta say it, because I gotta left it. Because Bucky Master seems like him not like woman none at all. See? And that is the mantra you find going throughout the whole of the People's National Criminal Organization. So when you look at the numbers, my people down there in Westmoreland, Julian Chang has brought in more votes than even Dan. And just because Julian Chang dare to ask questions, they're fighting her. Somebody has said them hear or seen me clearly. So how long ago now I said that? Is there a lag, people? Don't tell me if there's a lag going on as it relates to the signal. And don't tell me if there's a lag or not hear me proper on time. Not hear me on time? Okay, Amaya hear me clearly. Okay. So him probably skip the live then. So today, like I said, I will be posting, you know, some videos on TikTok. So you guys can see, you know, how when it rains in Savlamar, you know, there is no proper drainage. And the mayor is sitting on his laurels. You know, persons are fighting against persons when everybody should be gelling at a time like this, you know, people. It is a election time, you know, my people. Saying people should be gelling and coming together and saying this is how we can work to make this better. You know, look, a big election has come and these people are fighting each other. You know, we are tired of it, you know. And for the local people, they want to really understand what's going on in our politics. When these things happen, it is us, the regular people, that suffer. Mayor Delancey is still getting salary end of the month. Julian Chang still get her salary end of the month. Deputy Mayor Dan still getting salary end of the month. And George Wright will get film salary end of the month. These people, they will get their salaries. We need to find a comprehensive way to get the thing going. And I am not against cross-party work. Right? I am not against cross-party work. By the way, I'll be putting out another video on TikTok today. I am aware of the video that the PNPs, you know, put out. It is making the rounds. It is getting thousands and thousands of views where they splice a video of me, you know. And let me just clear up the ear right now. I was on my live on TikTok and we were talking about, you know, the Integrity Commission try to take down Andrew Holness's government by way of a soft coup. See? I then stated, and I stand by this, my people. I then stated that this government is a democratically elected government. And if the Integrity Commission and the PNP was to conspire, right, and take down a democratically elected government, I, as a patriotic Jamaican, would be willing to fly home and take up arms in defense of my government and my country. That is what I said. Now they cut out a lot of that. At no point in time did I say I would kill any PNP because half of my family are PNP. At no point in time I would say I was going to kill any Jamaican because I am a Jamaican and I love my people. Seeing as you can tell. Seeing? So at no point in time I said none of that other stuff. And I quote, I said, if there was a coup in Jamaica, if, so I know something will happen. See, if there was a coup, I would be willing to fly home and fight in defense of my nation and my government. And I stand by that. See, no, I never say I am inserting, any war, or I am inciting, any war. I never said that. We were just talking broadly, and I said, if that were the case, that's it. So the PNP bloggers, they are now out of things to say. They have hit roadblocks everywhere they go because there's nothing for them to put towards the Jamaican people that is of substance. So because they can defeat me with the facts because I have the facts, and I have people on the ground that I get information from. See? Big up in the mic, Larry. Big up yourself, my boss. See? And then can defeat me as it relates to research and facts and coming to the people and presenting the facts to the people. So they are now trying to tear me down. But it not gonna work. See? It not gonna work. But saying all of that to say this, my people, we're going to move on. Anybody seen that clip with that PNP lady where the Prime Minister was in Damian Crawford's soon to be caretaker? Well, he's caretaker already, constituency. Right? Now, the last time I checked, that particular constituency have been owned, run, and operated by the People's National Criminal Organization for the last at least 40 years. 14 years ago, when that lady moved into that constituency, as according to her, the PNP was in government 14 years ago. The Prime Minister said to her, we are working on things. Soon you will get water. It can't happen overnight. But we are working assiduously to sort these things out. The Prime Minister then said to her that pipes have been laid already. Time will come where the water will be turned on. Prime Minister reached out to her to shake her hand. And this is something that I've seen from the PNP on many occasions. And the Prime Minister of our nation, that lady disrespected her. Disrespected him. And disrespected herself and Damian Crawford. Absolute disgrace that people can act like that. The Prime Minister have stopped, talked to her, respected her views, and told her in no uncertain term kindly that he will sort out the issue. Or he's sorting out the issue. And she opted to disrespect my Prime Minister. And that is what I am talking about, my people. This is the things that I am talking about with the PNP supporters. They have nothing of substance to offer. Yesterday now, I saw Paul Patmore. And we're not going to miss this. We're going to listen clearly. We're going to listen to this. I think we should have played still though. No, but I got to tell you though. Paul Patmore said, this is the revolving goat program. We Paul Patmore say, this is the revolving goat program. And then here goat, man. Anyways, you know, the PNP is so bankrupt of ideas where, you know, Paul Patmore has no recycled Damian Crawford's, you know, vote for vote scheme. Right? So, so Paul Patmore has now resorted to giving 13-year-old kids goats, trying to tug at the heartstring of these kids' parents, you know, hoping that they would vote for him. Paul Patmore gave away homes and they still didn't vote for him. He gave a pit toilet, they still didn't vote for him. And Paul Patmore is now resorting to giving away your livestock. And not just one, not just two, where you can probably make a livestock out of where you can start a business, but one. Somebody need to tell him to give away one rammy and one she goat. See, because that'll gonna make more sense. People need lasting change, my people. It is all fun and games, you know. But people need real lasting change in Jamaica. And the program that the Prime Minister have, you know, giving people homes that take you out of absolute poverty right away. Your trust directly out of poverty. See? And that is surely a greater initiative. Now, what Paul Patmore is doing, I can tell you as a Labourite that it is not a bad idea per se. You know, but how long Paul Patmore has been in government? Are you telling me that Paul Patmore cannot come up with something of more value than that? Persons in a Chilani, South Chilani still need water. Why don't he help with that? Persons in a South Chilani still need their roads fixed. Can't he help with that? Paul Patmore is a man with a whole money. Hold on, I'm read two comment. Let me just finish that. So, what is not a bad idea to want to get youngsters into farming? You know, people need something greater right now. You know, a roof over your head, a shelter, a job. Those things come first. So Paul Patmore need to, you know, do something as it relates to keeping a job fair. Helping the youngsters get, you know, certified. Send them to heart. I know Mama Dalrymple that's her job really because she's the MP. But, you know, for the persons who are affiliated with the PNP, the government is making the policies. And the last time I checked whether you're PNP or JLP, you're all Jamaicans. And the Prime Minister is the Prime Minister for Jamaica. Not Labour right alone. So why not use the things that is available to us? Like heart. Send the youth them go a heart, go get a sell Paul Patmore. And cut out with the base. See? I'm a read too come. We start read for a Shabian. The Honorable Prime Minister must in these worthless PNP hands. Not all hands are good to shake. That woman hands look like it stick. Like that Shabian. But anyway, this is what I'm saying. PNP, they're still Jamaicans and we must do what we can to encourage them to switch sides. If I even temporarily. Because in order for JLP to win in a 2020, PNP had to vote for us. In order for we to win now, PNP had to switch and vote for us as well. You know, Labour rights switch at points in time too and voted PNP at some point in time before. You know. End of the day, we are all Jamaicans and we choose Jamaica. See? Marissa Richard say, vote for vote. My Larry said, Dujon, I grow up the PNP Garrison Kingston 13. I remember in 1980 election, gunmen took us out of our home when I was 9 years old and make us vote for the PNP in dead man's name. Mighty God. And we hear Bucky Master say them for care about them things there. So right now the government is actively cleaning up the voters registry now. See? So they are removing persons who have died and name from it. So Bucky Master now getting wish this election. Yeah. We're gonna beat him, tap in his neck, bite out his neck ching, and send him in yard. Oh, politically we attack, we don't attack violently. But I heard Paul Patmore complain that Marissa is a handouts person. Now he's doing the same. Politics is a hypocrite thing, you know. Politics is a hypocrite thing, but one thing I always say this. While you hear my rhetoric, I am a Labourite. I love the Labour Party. I respect my leaders. But if it come to it and I have to work with a PNP for the betterment of my people, I will do so. I am not selfish in that way. We can share the credit. You know, if I am confident enough in my ability to speak for the people, you know, I believe that the people will always follow me. You know? Well, we know now the kind of people who support in the Rise United, aka PNP. You know, so that lady, she said she living in that constituency for 14 years. 14 years ago, the PNP was in power. And 14 years prior to that, the PNP was in power. And they never sought to give one of their stronghold. And you know what really hurt me? I tell you what really hurt me. Me just disconnect a while ago. Guys, sorry. Me just come back on. So she stand up in a David Crawford t-shirt, my people. And she's complaining about not having water. But yet, she in a Crawford t-shirt. So is it political? And I will tell you, it is the latter. See? It's very political, my people. Patmore came up with Plyhouse and Pit Toilet in 2024 and that didn't work. No him borrow good from them. But goalie that is Steve is a total disgrace. Dujon, that woman is one of the fully duns. Stop giving PNP idea. True talk, Dr. PM give them a big start, sorry. Shamian say Patmore goats look like they need lamp pie. They look like they are suffering from diarrhea. Mighty God. Remember that people said that they are hostile tribes fighting for scarce benefits and political spoils. Yes, he did. True talk say you are Chrissy crossing, bro. I don't know. White pirate turn black people against each other, says Camille Buckley. That they are die-hearted. No sweet for her. She not get no water. Prime Minister will give her water, man. I don't know, say Prime Minister no stay like no for we. If Prime Minister did stay like we, Jamaica would do progress. You know? And I'm glad say no stay like we because for many moons, the PNP, you know, played partisan politics. They only helped PNP. And that is why Jamaica never moved. We were stagnating, we were stagnant. See? So we have to come off of them mantra there. She spoke her mind, but we're not going to make everybody else suffer because of she won. You know? So she can go and go learn for some manners. And I better when time people then tell her, say, if people then disrespect her in the comment section, I'll PNP a violate her. If you don't have no manners. She will probably witch next time. Exactly, Cheryl Griffiths. And you know, practice PNP politics. And the PNP will be in South Chilani this afternoon, my people. You know, so anybody in South Chilani, you know, find on the way upon one of them motorcade there and go check your boss, see? Much ado about nothing, Dujon. Her hands did dirty, laugh out loud. At least she was respectful and she bowed. Well, that too. She lived with a PNP scheme. The man before Bobby Picasgill made those houses without proper amenities. Yes, they did. Hope it's not thieving goat them giving away. So Patmore buy goat them, man. Patmore have any money, you know. But Patmore look like he too intelligent, you know. he needs somebody to guide him. And because Patmore was a Labourite, Mark Goldie will never send somebody there to aid him. And that Patmore realize. This is why they fight out Lisana, you know. because Lisa Anna was the heir apparent to lead the PNP, and probably the PNP would have a better fight today because they would have been a moderate PNP. See, and this is what I am saying. You see, the PNP that is moderate, if they can unite with the Jamaica Labour Party, completely obliterate Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, Angela Brownberg, Peter Bunting, and Julian Robinson. See? From when we don't see Paul Well, we don't know why that is. Paul Well is a moderate PNP. And Paul will realize so them are going to lose. So Paul Well in a constituency I work for keep it. Anyway, you know, if the moderates of the PNP come together now, join with the Labour Party completely, desecrate Mark Golding and his ilk, and then, you know, whichever seat they hold on to, out of if 5 when me think them are going to win back next election, somebody can resign, replace that person with Lisa Anna, call a by-election, give that seat to Lisa Anna, and make her opposition leader. Because right now, there is not one somebody, not even one in a PNP that stands out right now to be a leader. Not even one. Can you imagine? Anyways, she wants the blessing but not the blesser. Cheryl say, so Andrew, I know Jamaican, and them treat him like that in the most disrespectful way. Well, you know, Andrew kind of know how the politics work. It comes with the territory, you know. Even me, I am not a politician yet, but because I speak on behalf of my party and speak for my people, you know, I get plenty of death threats and all kind of disrespectful things. Every day they tell me to suck out my mother, I'm for this, I'm for that. But be different. I am intelligent enough to know that if you not touch me, you not hurt me. See? Big up everybody that got me to 50 thumbs up. See? So I'm intelligent enough to know that Fry you don't touch me and you not have nothing to talk about. So you could have tell me if you suck my mother, suck my father, suck everything till thy kingdom come. That is mere words to me. See? It played as simple as that. My next phone there. May have something else to tell you about, you know, but I don't even remember how. Oh, the Lawrence Road thing. We're still calling on Mocha or Mocha, you know, to come before the Jamaican people by way of a press conference. We need to know, my people. I must press this issue. We need to know who are the 7 PNPs that are being investigated. See? And we must give them a name. And remember the illicit 6? They are the criminal 7. See? So we are going to start a hashtag now. PNP, hashtag PNP criminal 7. So we need to know who the criminal 7 is that is being investigated. See? So Mocha need to come forth to the people in short order and let us know what the heck is going on. See? They are moving too slow, yes. Lifestyle politics. See, PNP don't even have nobody to be finance minister, and that's gonna be a problem. Now, my team and I, we're doing a bit of research as it relates to Julian Robinson. And can you believe that Julian Robinson have no experience in finance other than working for the government of Jamaica? You see how Mr. Chung work all our life. You see how Nigel Clark work all our life in a finance. You see how Favor Williams, Miss Favor Williams work all her life in a finance. Julia Robinson have nothing of the sort. He have no connections with some of the big finance companies in the world. So that there's somebody that I'm going to replace few people them with. What do you think is going to happen? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what you think is going to happen, please. I don't know if these people are thinking people, you know. But a man that is going to hold a position like that with no experience, he's going to be winging it. And when you wing something, what are the odds that you will make an error, or two, or three, or 10, or 1 million? Somebody tell me. People are seeking to replace experienced people with people who have none. Damian Crawford, his look degree, I want degree where anybody can get a simple degree that all it done this man off a street can get the degree there. I said it. These people, it beggars belief how these people operate, my people. It is crazy. See? Now we still a call upon the powers that be to do not allow these things to go by the wayside. We need to show the Jamaican people that we mean business. And when we catch people like politicians in compromising positions, we must punish them. When you are sworn in to lead the people, you must be operating with the utmost integrity. We shouldn't there doubt in the way how you operate as it relates to looking after the country's best interests. Now, like I said, my people, I will continue to speak on behalf of my people. I'll continue to speak on behalf of the people of Westmoreland. Some people might not like my feet. There's a brother that work downtown in Juicy Beef, that sent me a death threat. I was going to make a stink about it, but when I really look into it, I said, sure, I just run off in beak, and for me to go now and to make a stink about it, and for him to lose his job and probably lose his livelihood, is it even worth it for words? But then again, we cannot allow people to say these things and get away with it. We must understand that words have consequences. I am opting to leave it alone this time. But the next time, he's not going to be so lucky. It is time, Jamaica, we do what is right and do the right thing as it relates to the upliftment of our country. How many Jim attack though? Many Jim say me for come out of me chill house and let's throw hands. We don't do them things that many Jim. I mean, I have to throw hand. Me and my people that will fight for me. But I have to live straw. See it? And instead of me make my people that fight them in the gym and go to jail, I prefer to call police by and lock you up. So, anytime I'm ready, you see me, you talk to me, I call police and lock you up. You play that simple as that. And I am not scared. Believe, so I gotta turn up a coat. Believe. I could have mama Jackila. I am mama ya papa. Me not afraid. See? So, anyhow, what I don't see me and talk to me and you know where me not like. I call police and lock up on the nasty post soul. Play that street. Sorry, my people, early in the morning. You know? Alright. We're not gonna stay forever, so I go in about 10 more minutes. And for the people that just came and did not hear the beginning of the whole thing, persons down there that is working closely to the Savlamar Mayor and the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation are splitting apart now. Persons are resigning. Persons are saying that the mayor of Savlamar is the worst mayor they have ever seen in the history of mayor. That is something that I have said on occasions. The town itself needs fixing. Yeah, man, Jamaica have police now, man. Them think a first time when they could have called police friend. And it can't happen again. We will lock on up. And it's either no meet the judge or no meet no maker. The police they in a ramp if you no mock about and a dead. Oh. I don't love him, man. I can say what I say, Yeah, some people them press. Alright, baby, block him. Yeah, some people them press them things so they can stay behind a phone screen and tell her anything. And you're supposed to be scared. I am never scared. Never. Anything a man can do, me can do it too. Plain and simple. And if your heart black for me, black too. Oh. Try and learn that. And if a piece, that we say. Oh. But yeah, back to the story at hand. If there comes a time when the moderates of the PNP down there in Westmoreland come together and vote for a vote of no confidence in the mayor, that is Mayor Delancey. He is an abject failure in his mayorship. The mayorship is a failure, my people. When a new mayor comes in, he should be enthusiastic, to say the least, to do something to show that, I'm here to do something for the people. I am here to leave a legacy of good work. It is hard, and these kind of jobs, they are hard. There's no doubt about it, it is hard. But these people, they are in full control of the thing. They can make it happen. And like I said, I am using every ounce of my strength to campaign against them. Not because of anything personal I have with them, because I don't know any of them. But, I want to see my town develop. We need a proper town planner. I have a lot of ideas for my town. So, if the powers that be want to reach out to me, I'll give you some of the ideas. You must know if you can work it. See? But the mission is, my people, to replace the PNP mayorship with a JLP one. Keep the JLP government in tow. When the government is still green and the municipal corporation is green, more will get done. We see it in Montego Bay. Because we manage to remove the PNP from Montego Bay. Montego Bay is now blossoming and growing rapidly. Town of Savlamar needs help, and it needs help urgently, and it needs proper people with proper intentions towards the town and the people as it relates to growth. Dujon, you have to get a letter coined and get signature for the no confidence. Don't just say it. Type up a letter and let the workers get signatures. Now, what is happening? Lifestyle politics, and this is why I'm saying it like this. I am calling on the councillors, the PNP ones, because they know what is happening. They have to choose the people, and it is them that should call a vote of no confidence in that mayor. Replace him. Replace him with one that will do the work. We know we're not getting a Labour right one right now. We have to wait till end of this election cycle and the next one to the local government election. We are not seeking to put a JLP one there right now. But the work of the people is important, or should be important enough where these persons can say, boy, we're going to call a vote of no confidence. I am sure you know, the three labor right council that is left down there, councillors that is left down there will join suit with those PNP and call for a vote of no confidence. Now, the alternative to me right now would be looking worse than what is there. You know, we have to go through the motions. We have to go through the motions, my people. You know, and like I said, this brother here that they want to replace Julian Chang with, it is actually Deputy Mayor Dan Thomas that wants to replace Julian Chang with this brother here. Deputy Mayor Dan, I don't know what personally he have with Miss Chang. He and Miss Chang is not seen eye to eye. And it is him, all of the bad blood is coming from towards Miss Chang. Um, this guy is Deputy Mayor Dan's pick, you know, and that is where most of the bad blood is coming from down there. So what they need to do is end the infighting, you know. Deputy Mayor Dan and Mayor Delancey must come together, you know, sit down, say, boy, you know, something untoward happen, but make we just move past it so the people of Savlamar can get their comeuppance. You know, we will restore Julian Chang's funding, and anything that she asks for, we will give it to her to aid the people. Because at the end of the day, we are all elected to help the people. Now, we, the normal people, will judge them at the end of the electoral cycle. So when it comes to the next local government election, we'll be looking, say, boy, we elect Miss Chang. We have our video. Miss Chang say, she are going to do this. It's been 2 years. Miss Chang haven't done this. So, what are the alternative? Me a Dan have to say him a do nothing because he's been there so long where them people them just know so they have to vote for him. See? So him not have Miss Chang's problem. Other councillors, you know, when the time come, we are gonna look on it, we are gonna say, boy, we here, then say, them are gonna do this, them campaign pan that, and we know that this do. So, what are the alternative? I'll be here campaigning, you know, my people. I'll be here campaigning. I'll be campaigning for the Labour Party, for certain. Because I want to see what a Labour right mayorship in Westmoreland will do. And I am confident that as long as we have Andrew Holness as Prime Minister, if we can have a Labour right parish council, I am sure there will be no hitch as it relates to doing stuff in Westmoreland and moving it forward. See? Read two comment. Hold on. Five-star politics said, Dujon, you have to. Oh, I read that already. Type up the letter. I read that too. As PNP leave a municipality, the era start to flourish. Exactly. This is what I am saying. Because they sit there for years and they become complacent. They usually start a system of corruption where they criminal and scrape out the whole of money. See? And them live a most lavish life, and then the people are left with the bare minimum. You know? Me and Delancey, who took the market that should be under Julian Chang's jurisdiction. Me and Delancey took over the market. And they're not looking after the market. They're not looking after the market. I call on Miss Chang again. I call on the Froome councillor. You know, the Petersfield councillor. Not like me very much. If I who me think him be. You know? But these people won't stop me from asking for better for my people. That's all I'm doing. I'm asking for betterment of my people. I've grown up in Savlamar in Westmoreland for part of my life. And I've seen it. And mostly how I left it almost 20 years ago, it is still the same. Now, I see the Shoppers Fair Plaza yesterday. As it rains, my people, I'm not going to see it on TikTok later. As it rains, because they got the plaza to build a little bit higher than the road, right? So as it rains on the plaza, the water, all of the water that is coming from the plaza is running down into the street and onto the sidewalk where persons should be walking. Now, tell me which nincompoop gave planning permission to the people of Shoppers Fair and not included in it proper sewer and proper drainage. No water should be running from that plaza onto the road, my people. They should have drains that connected to the drains at the side of the street. So when water come on the plaza, it goes down into the manhole and head towards the drain that is on the roadside. But you will see that even the roadside don't have proper drains. It is an absolute disaster, my people. And we need better leadership. May I tell you, we need better leadership. Oh God. But the labor right councillors can do the letter and get the others to sign. Even this man that just resigned would sign. Yes. You know, I'll be calling on certain people later on in the day to see what information I can gather after that and speak about some other things. You know, we need to bring these things to the fore, bring them to the people's attention, because you see, a lot of things is happening in the municipality, you know, and if I know me come tell you, will never hear that. See? So because of that, they don't like me. Yo, me I risk my life, you know. You better appreciate it, you know, dog. See? I hope the PNP supporter open their eyes to see that their leaders mean them no good. Rum for deal. Rum for their life, PNP. Well, what we always find in our politics is that you will have somebody that genuinely come and want to do good for the people. But guess what? That is not how the party operates. Or they are in the wrong party. That is often the case, my people. Make Julian Strong stay where she is. She love the workless party she supports. She soon jump ship, me love. You can't take the attitude of Charmaine. We have to allow them refuge. You know, and bear in mind a two party alone we have in a Jamaica, and for the umpteen time, you know, Labour right left go a PNP, PNP left come a Labour right. But we have to make the conditions so much so that, you know, we welcoming to persons like Julian Chang. Because the change that will be changed wouldn't be for the worse. The Jamaica government at present is actually working and working towards the ends and the ends of the people. See? So she would be joining a working team, a team that is working for the people. You know, while I would really want it to happen to dealt Mark Golding and the PNP a massive blow, but I also want it to happen because, you know, she wants to do well for the people. No man, no Labour right now resign at them a time, Gen Con. A PNP resign. Big up yourself in the shop. Saying, yeah, man, and we are called upon all patriotic Jamaicans. We are called upon the whole entire diaspora. You know, as soon as the election call, you book on ticket and find on way home. You don't allow the People's National Criminal Organization to come close, because if them come close, that I got bolster them. I want to see what them about. There are nothing but liars. Every single thing will come out. I don't know how anybody can feel safe within the ranks of the PNP today. It is an absolute disgusting disaster. Just yesterday, Julian Robinson had to apologize because he uttered some false statement out of his mouth. Very disgusting, my people. This is how they plan to just lie their way to government. So if they're not there yet and they can't offer us the truth, to get there. And when they get there, what do you think them are going to do with we? I don't think they ever going to tell we truth. Thank God for social media. Thank God for social media. It is absolutely sickening that the leadership of the PNP can be lying through their teeth. Just the other night we hear Angela Brown Burke say how Jamaica credit ratings are going to be affected should we allow Mr. Chung and rate. It is the Jamaica Labour Party who work to get down get us back to that ratings, you know. It is the PNP that took us out of those things in their 19 years in government. Every single thing was corrupt. The PNP is still known today as the most corrupt party in the entire Caribbean. And these things are facts, my people. You know, people who are PNP might not want to hear it, but are true, are facts. See? We don't need to come back and tell no lie upon them. It is etched in history, and we can find these things and come present documents to you know, as it relates to these things. It is the Jamaica Labour Party that worked to move Jamaica from third world status to a developing state. And in 5 years, should Andrew Holness stay in government, I am sure at the end of that 5 years, Jamaica will be a first world nation. Because we are poised and we are pivoted for growth, my people. And we still can't do it because there is still under 3 million of us living at home right now. We can't do it. Big up yourself in a Paul Lewis. And a Pastor Paul Lewis that, because me and Pastor Paul Lewis are no friend either, you know. But I see it like a dose of pies. Eh? Because I did come to Jamaica called trouble too, look at picking. I don't know me and them, the man that can't agree. I don't like them. See? The government is plan, we must keep them there. And all of the PNP, them, they know this. And they know they will get hurt at the polls. They know it. But what we can do cannot be complacent Labour rights and say Labour right can't lose because we see Papa Eddie build back Jamaica from the brink. And the people, because of lickiness and gluttonousness and craving, they vote out Edward Siaga in 1989. And Jamaica suffered dearly because of that. We were set back 40 years in the 19 years that the PNP was in government. Jamaica is now 40 years behind the most developed country in the world. I want to look into that. 40. And if we don't come tell the Jamaican people these things, it's like them blind. Because guess what? Most people don't want to read nothing, they can't bother. So when me come and me say, oh, yo, you know, just last night somebody I tried to convince me, you know, say, them see a document where you seeing both money from SSL. Them have a document where them see where the money go from SSL to the Prime Minister's account. You know what that wicked ass set of people them that this. Eh? And there are persons in Jamaica today that believe that stupid bullshit. There are persons in Jamaica. And when you go to examine the fact, my people, when you go to examine the fact, see, look into this. Jamaica have just under $6 billion in our NIR. See? When you get that? Just under $6 billion in our NIR. That is the highest amount of money that we ever have in surplus. Put one side as our net international reserve. That is the highest in the history of Jamaica we ever have. Under $6 billion. Now look into this. $3 trillion is 3,000 billion dollars. So somebody look and tell me, Where would the government get $3 trillion to steal? Somebody tell me. A lot of these people who have doctorate beside their names, is people who, you know, pay somebody to do the groundwork and then they get the credit. You know? Just to get the title. And everybody who you see with degree have sense. Enough for we bright on them. Enough people wanna see with doctorate and all of these big names. You know? We are brighter than them by 100%. They're not even street smart.